World leaders are gathering in Italy for the G7 summit, focusing on discussions surrounding things that include global conflict, also the latest developments that we're getting on artificial intelligence. Yahoo Finance's Rick Newman has the breakdown there for us. Hey, Rick.
Hi, guys. So there are a couple of wars going on that they need to be talking about. A couple particular things. There's a continued effort to keep getting more aid for Ukraine, and there's this new idea the Biden administration is pushing to take the profits from Russian investments in the West and basically give those to Ukraine. That's like $50 billion. There's been some disagreement with that in Europe because people there say, well, you can't just, these are investors. They have a right to expect their money back from world markets, but that seems to be moving. Also, obviously, the war between Israel and Gaza. Is there anything more we can do there? And then, yes, artificial intelligence. This has been a focus of these meetings for the last couple of years. They're not going to come out with new rules or anything like that, but they are developing guidelines for how to deal with AI. And the Pope is going to be there. The Pope cares about AI, I guess, and he's going to talk about the ethics of AI and possible ways to use AI to help the world's underprivileged people.
One thing I thought was interesting, Rick, and I want your take on this, is seeing all of those G7 leaders together and all the volatility they're all experiencing. You have Biden heading for re-election, Macron calling for a snap election. You've got Rishi Sunak experiencing really negative polls, Angela Merkel having her own issues, just a lot of volatility there. Is that something that feels uniquely positioned for this moment where we're seeing a lot of far-right pressures in politics around the globe to you?
This is a thing. Yes. So we've got populism and right-leaning populism all around the world. It's showing up. Guess what? The whole world has had inflation after COVID, and everybody hates inflation. I think that's part of it. Guess what? Migration is not just a problem here in the United States, in the Northern Hemisphere. There's a lot of migration into Europe from Africa and other places. That's a difficult problem. So, we're not unique here in the United States. We tend to think only about ourselves because we're surrounded by oceans. But a lot of the things that are happening here are happening in other countries for sure. And a lot of those leaders on the stage there will not be in office in 6 months. And we don't know about President Biden, of course.